Hello, everybody. Brian here from quantlabs.net. Today is July 15th, 2020, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today I'm going to talk about just rejig the trending charts to work with Fibonacci. I'm going to talk about the calls for today. So, if you want to know more, you can get more books at quantlabs.net. You can also learn more about what I offer through my e-learn for my quant analytics, where you can get these calls, as well as any of the programming stuff listed here for the Python or Elite program that we have. So let's get to what we need to show you. Okay, so first of all, I have had to make some changes to the overall trending chart. I have combined it with Fibonacci, and it's pretty well the same thing, except that you have the Fibonacci retracement levels now as well. So you can see here, these are the coins that are moving, and let's go over this. So right now you're looking at the ones that have been met all the criteria. Positive trend line in the green here, from obviously positive, where the lower price, the first price is lower than the last price to measure the trend. We're also capturing the actual data now from the line found out on this charting program that we use. You can get more info on that in the Python infrastructure course that I've just listed there in the e-learn. So let's go through this. So essentially what we're looking for as an entry is anything above trend, positive trend, and within 2 to 3% of the price of the trend line. So that's considered a entry. And I've tested this for the last 2 days. These seem to be okay. I'll be testing these more and more because I'm now at a point where I can automate this 24/7, like our standard bot. And it's good to know. But the exit's going to be something different. I'll talk about that more in future videos. Also, if you want to learn the actual details from the coding perspective, I would recommend you learn from my Elite program, which I just posted for Monday, the latest webinars. Well, there's two. One private one-to-one webinar with a student of mine, going through the logic of how to build these kind of bots, at least for the entry, on top of the actual 2.25 hour webinar where I revealed quite a lot of information on how this is done, and that's only available for my Quant Elite folks. So let's get to this. All right, so we have Ethereum USDT, and Ethereum's been on fire lately, so you can clearly see that as long as it's staying above that trend, even if it's within a small parameter, you can still make money here because the trend being above the trend, you'll make some cash. But hopefully you followed me on my Fibonacci as well. But that's irrelevant. I only really care about this green trend line. So here we have the standard moving average, but you can see the difference between the two charts here. You can see the volume as well as the momentum as well. Here, Cardano's been doing pretty good. Oh, and I also should remind you that this is hourly data. These lines, these pricing is hourly data for the last 35 days, so about 5 weeks of data. And that's hourly data. Okay, so talked about ADA, Cardano, it's been positive. Algo not as strong. You can always measure the strength of the performance of the coin in USDT or Tether based upon how steep it is on the slope. Here, this one's been doing really well. You can see the price has moved from roughly just under 0.5, or I'm not sure in the pricing here, but it has moved up quite a bit. All right, so we have that. Atom's been doing pretty good too. I'm gonna have to get rid of these labeling because it's hard to see the price. But these are the ones that you want to be on the lookout for. So I have a little log that I can generate from my script. Let me just get it here. This is it. So here we have these four that have been taken potential positions on rep, theta, Ethereum, and TRX. So going back to these, this is not quite the 2% we need to get an entry. Um, but let's see if I can show you one. You got Bitcoin on the slide here, negative trend, BTT, BUS. This one was screaming to be traded on another type of uh, charting and whatnot. So that old one used to work pretty nice. BCH came up as well, but this old methodology I'm talking is really not as good as what I currently have here, what I'm showing you. So right now we are looking for positive changes. If this continue, you can ignore this red line, but if it continues to push up over time, this doge may come back. But you can see here it's done quite well about in the last week. EOS is starting to flatten out, so that's good. So that may start to strengthen. ERD's been doing really good. Ethereum Classic as well, starting to straighten out. Ethereum's definitely straightened out. So you can see here, you could have taken some two positions, and it looks like that might go back up. And let me just go back to Ethereum here. Is that you'll see even if it hits the low within that trend line, historically all along here, every time it touches that, it never goes down because we have that support level of the 618 has been established for the last little bit. So I would expect it to continue to go up. So this one's done well, just the timing's not right. KNC is pretty close to probably making another entry. LEND just did, and you can see here that it's each one has been profitable. Chainlink has done really well the last few days. Just so you know, it's moved in the top 10. LRC is another one. So there's some ones that are starting to strengthen over the last month, and you can see that in the trend line. Matic is another one, but these profits aren't as strong. Neo's been, well, it's starting to flatten out too. NUL, starting to weaken. OMG, it was strong. Oh, I'm thinking of ontology, I'm sorry. Yeah, ONG starting to, this is last week where it got a 26% return. ONT, ontology's done well, fairly well. PAX, there's been news of this, so I'd like to see this straighten out. QTUM has done okay. Rep, I think this is one of those ones. Yeah, so this one would definitely take a position. So historically, it's not much, but it's profit. RVN, we missed that one. Theta is another one. Might take a little bit of profit, not much. TRX, I wouldn't expect a lot here because that's another one that has an entry as well. So let's see here, TUSDT, this one, but it's on a declining trend. USDC. VET has done really well. As you can see here, it's gone quite up. If you look at the trading view of the last month, it's been very strong. Wave starting to flatten out too. Once the trends start to show positive, these will do really well. XLM, Stellar, another one. XMR, This is surprising to stay on this strong for the last little while. XRP is another one. XTZ is not strong, but it's done okay. Same with Zcash as well. And then these are your declining ZRX, REP. So you can see here, it's taking a position, but we don't expect much profit, but it's profit though. That's it. Theta, same thing. I don't think this will be as strong, but it's money, man. Hopefully. That's pretty well it. So the ones we're looking at for potential entries are these: REP, USDT, Theta, USDT, Ethereum, USDT, and Tron, USDT. Hopefully you like this better format. We shall talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.